Good morning, it's Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVSAUDIO in Roselle, New Jersey. It's sad that half the work we do is repairs, fixing other shops' messes. This beautiful Cadillac Escalade is in for a wiring rescue. Let me show you a couple of things wrong here. So we have an aftermarket radio, but look what's in the glove box. Listen, 1990 called, and they want their EQ back. That is not what you need for this vehicle. And then in the back, we have the matching crossover by Clarion, which was fine in the early 90s. What this vehicle needs is a DSP, so we can control all the speakers and all the amplifier channels in the car. Here's the other half of that mess. This is a solid piece, but not the right piece for this application. We're running 10 channels of amplification with a 6-channel crossover. There's a battery just thrown in here, not bolted down. That is not safe. The wiring is a complete disaster, and it's cheap copper-clad aluminum wire. We have what looks like self-tapping screws going into the battery. I'm not even sure this is an AGM battery. Of course, we have voltage drops all over the place, and the base cuts off after about 45 seconds. Now, you're assuming that this battery is paralleled with the front battery, and that the Big 3 upgrade has been done under the hood, but that is not the case. I'll show you. There's a couple of ways this could be done properly, and this one is not done any of those ways. If you notice, there is no aftermarket connection on the front battery. Factory, factory, factory. The ground is factory. They ran the rear battery directly to the alternator. Problem with that is the rear battery is grounded to the body of the truck, and then there is no return path coming from the body of the truck back to the engine, block, alternator, or frame. This is the only wire connecting the front battery to the rear battery to the electrical system of the car. Fail, 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 fail. On top of that, there is no fuses used. There is no fuses here. There's obviously no fuse at the battery because there's no line connected to the front battery. And there's no fusing here. Distribution block, feed wire to the battery, no fuses, no fuses, no fuses. This is a fire hazard. Let's jump in and fix some stupid. Okay, first thing we're going to do is remove all this wiring and replace it with Stinger oxygen-free copper. We're going to fabricate a proper battery mount. We're going to add fusing, and we're going to remove the Clarion crossover and install the Hertz H8. So what the H8 is going to be able to do for us is we're going to have the front doors on channel 1 and 2, the rear doors on channel 3 and 4, his 10s on channel 5, his horn tweeters on channel 6, the subwoofers on channel 8. I haven't really torn into it to see how flexible I can be with these amplifier channels, but that seems like a much better idea than just having front, rear, and sub when you have all these drivers to try and control and all these amplifier channels. Let's hop in here and get it going. Also, a nice feature of the H8 is it comes with this digital remote control. So instead of having to reach over into the glove box, we'll put it right here to the left of the steering column. This will give him control over his presets, subwoofer level control, fader, and source. All within driver's reach, safely, tucked out of the way, wiring tucked in this hole, so it will sit there and look factory and seamless. Just takes a little bit of common sense to do it right. The outside of this truck is beautiful. The interior is beautiful. Now we just got to make the audio match. Look at that. They ran 0 gauge under the side sill, and then when the side sill wouldn't go back down, they hot glued it. I guess they attempted to solder and then just gave up and decided to jam it under the seat bolt. Wow. Okay, that secondary ground is even worse than the first ground because it's screwed into the seat plate, and the seat plate is isolated by carpet, front and rear. Worst ground I've seen in a really long time.